After knowing Peter for 15, 16 years now, I think, coming onto the island as a virgin and getting thrown into Peterhood. The Peterhood. I mean that in the nicest way. This has been probably the most delightful time I've ever spent with Peter, to see him really making a serious change in something that we all value and care very much about, and that is our environment. And I can tell you on the behalf of Mote, which I'm only a Keys Advisory Board Chairman, that we will do everything we can to support and help you with this effort, period, end of subject.
Thank you, Bob.
I'd like to thank everybody who's here. We all have some common ground here, and it's a wonderful thing to be able to come together and kick it around and see what we all can do as a community. The only other thing I can say is, I guess I'll plagiarize President Kennedy. Ask what your ocean can do for you. What can you do for your ocean?
All right.
Here.
Julie.
I just think it's great to see the group that's come together. I've known Dave since the first Pirate Festival I organized back in 2000. So our relationship over the years, and to see what's become a possibility and so close to happening, that I just say mark April 17th on your social calendar.
Well, two items. I'd like to reiterate what Bob said, is that I think the Keys are about partnerships, and that's obvious from looking around this table. We all are looking for the good of the oceans and the Keys. But second is that it is a very small place that has basically a few thousand inhabitants. It has a few million people that come to visit here as tourists. And it literally is a resource that is and should be owned by millions of people in this country and billions of people on this planet. And even though I think we are abruptly stationed to be able to let those people know, I think the thing that the companies that work down here now, from Reef Relief, the Sanctuary, the Botanical Gardens, the Nature Conservancy, Mote Marine Lab, and all, is that we've had to rely on those few thousand inhabitants who live here to help fund us and support us to keep the resource for those other 2 million visitors and billions of people that really need this resource kept. So the best thing that we can say is we open our arms to you to join us, but the biggest thing that we need is to not only rely on the people like Peter and Bob and Dink and others who have supported and contributed to us keeping this as safe as we can. We need the national and international, as you put it on here, the global campaign to be brought here to help us show the world that this can be a good example of what to do. And we'd like to have you help us learn to do that.
Military life is a transient life. We're here 3, 4 years maybe, but our children go to the schools, they see what's going on around them, they learn from their environment. And if this is part of the environment that they're living and learning in, then we want to be here. So, and that's all I have to say.
Well, in face of exposure.
Valid point, thank you.
Scott.
As Mike said, we come and go, and I'm fortunate enough to have my second tour of duty down here. So I'm finishing my 6th year of living here in the Keys. This really is a kind of unique place to live, and a very special place to live. And over the holidays, I drove up to Miami with my family for 2 days, and you're kind of reminded of that. You know, those of you who are here over the holidays, the weather was kind of perfect the whole time here. And you drive up to Miami, you see those days where you look on, as you're driving up, you see Atlantic on your right side and the Gulf on your left, and the water's kind of a crystal diamond blue. And it's kind of it's a very special place, and it's a very special place maybe for this type of initiative here. And so I look forward to. Thank you for inviting me. Thank you for welcoming me to the world of Peterhood. Is that what it's called now?
Danger, well rounded.
And looking forward to seeing how you can further your initiatives here. It's a worthy goal, and look forward to it.
Well, thank you for the job that you do every day, trying to keep the world a sane and safe place for all of us out there and protect the oceans in the way you do from the predators who would rape, pillage, and plunder. You guys do a great job.
Thank you. We work for
And,
you, so thank you.
Indeed. Richard,
You know,
got some money for us?
Yeah, well, thank you for inviting us. But